I've seen that you bridge very well the even, let's say, the 6G stuff with all the optical networks and what is coming. What you think will be really the impact of the, let's say, the optical networks and the networking as a whole in 6G? It's too early to, of course, to define things, but you expect that this edge and all these new architectures will really have an impact on optical networking and vice versa?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're already seeing there's a whole new sort of research space developing around how do I use coherent technologies in the access and edge networks. Right now it's a very expensive technology that was designed for long haul, but there's a whole host of different techniques that you can use to really drive down the cost. And you'd never do those in long haul, but we're looking at those now for these edge and access networks. And we'll see more and more of that, I think, as time goes by. One thing that's really struck me is that when I saw the radio community talking about 5G and everything that they wanted to do with that, it immediately was clear to me that that was going to be very challenging from an optical network perspective to provide the bandwidth, the latency, and things that the radio folks want. I think going forward to 6G, of course, that's even more true, right? So, and I'm, as I mentioned just a little while ago, following the presentation, my hope is that over the next 10 years, what 6G is going to do is going to finally unify the radio and the optical networks, so that instead of a community talking about open RANs and SDRs, and then the optical community talking about disaggregated optical systems and software-defined optical networks, we'll be talking about software-defined optical and radio networks all as a single disaggregated type system or open system, and really designing systems that are fully integrated at the physical layer, which I think is essential for what people are talking about for 6G.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, convergence is something that we have seen many years ago in between fixed and mobile, and I think we need this kind of convergence exactly in the network layers between radio and optical and everything else. Yeah, I share these views, if I may. Thank you very much for coming to Dubrovnik.